The streets of Southside Chicago has been riddled with violence for quite some time now. Throughout all that violence, though, there were diamonds in the rough with immense amount of talent in hip-hop, specifically in a location now known to the world as O Block. The people living there might have known of O Block for quite some time, but the world didn't until Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Fredo Santana, Lil Reese, and many more started to blow up. And as time went on, more and more artists started blowing up from that area, and Chicago finally once again became a big staple in hip-hop. And just recently, an artist by the name of King Von has started to blow up from that exact area. Through his unique flows and his insane street storytelling abilities, he was just another superstar from O Block, ready to take off. King Von was born Davon Bennett on August 9th, 1994, and he was born on Parkway Gardens, also known as O Block, located specifically on the 64th Street on King Drive in the south side of Chicago. He was raised in a broken home with divorced parents. He never saw his mom and biological father together. His father ended up serving time in prison, and when he got out is when he officially met his father, but he was only roughly 8 years old, so he doesn't really remember it. Then a couple months later after meeting him, his father was killed. Despite that, King Von ended up getting good grades in school, whether it was through elementary and through middle school. However, around middle school is when King Von says he started getting involved in the street life, because when he got out of school, he was bored and decided to explore the streets with his friends. And around middle school is when he officially met Lil Durk, and they started to hang out as close friends.
Don't nobody really know when they started being bad. That shit was really regular. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just woke up one day, I was bad as hell. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was just getting good A's and B's. I don't know what happened. School, you see what I'm saying? School over here with the nice teaching and nice people all that. All right, so now I'm going off they from that. Since they nice and being, productive and all, I'm doing my work, I'm in school. But now I'm out of school with the people that ain't doing shit, but on the streets, all they know is being loud, mean, bad, selling drugs, doing this, doing that. So now I'm around them, and now I'm, my environment shit, I'm adapted to that shit.
As time went on while being out in the streets, King Von said that he never joined a gang. Instead, he was forced to be in a gang, which would end up being the BD's Black Disciples. And the reason why he says he was forced to be in the gang is because of the environment he grew up in. If you weren't associated with a gang, you would end up getting beat up every single day and robbed. So you had to be associated with the gang for protection and just for peace of mind.
No, I ain't join one. It's just like, since I'm over here, you see what I'm saying? You is where you at. Like if you would have been born where I'm at, you would have had to be gangbang. Just because that's what it is. Or you ain't going outside.
And with that lifestyle, obviously came trouble. And the first time King Von got arrested was when he was a young teenager. He got put into juvenile for allegedly armed robbery of a vehicle. And since he was so young, they gave him the option of boot camp. He took that immediately and got out pretty quickly. While his friend Lil Durk was rising in the music scene and becoming a star, he would end up getting into more trouble. And on November 21st, 2012, King Von was arrested and booked in Cook County Jail for unlawful possession of a firearm. And at this point, King Von says he dropped out of high school, which would be his junior year in high school. And without being in school, he devoted himself to the streets fully. And by the time he hit 19, he caught a huge case that potentially could have gave him life in prison at the age of 19. This was a shooting that occurred on May 29th in 2014. Then on July 24th, 2014, he got booked and charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. King Von ended up spending 3.5 years trying to fight this case, and while being in prison, he didn't waste any time being in there. He ended